How's it, everybody? It's Puppy Sims, and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna get right into it. Today we are talking about 4 things that I think should be added to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Let's get into it. The first thing that I think could be added is the feature that I'd like to call the goals feature, which is basically the player should be able to set their own milestones for the day. For instance, I'd like to make sure that I harvest or collect 100 iron ore today so that I can make progress on collecting iron ingot for this minis quest, right? But sometimes the game can be really distracting, especially for people like me that are a little bit neurodivergent, you know? And so I would love to have something in the top right corner like this that would just say, goal 100, and then it would say 25 out of 100 or 50 out of 100 as I progress and collect my iron ore. Now, they could even incentivize this, and I thought about this. I thought, well, would they give us moonstones? What would they give us? And I thought that giving us coins would be the perfect thing to give us because it affects your in-game. For some people it matters, for some people it doesn't, but the goals feature is rewarding enough without an incentive. Just if they wanted to provide one, coins would be a good incentive. I also think a pouch would be a good incentive, especially if you choose a large metric. For instance, you could have it where the programming of this feature would say that if you chose something between 1 and 25 of a common item, this is how many coins you're going to get. If you chose something between, 50 and 100 of an uncommon item, this is how many coins you're going to get. Because it's trying to calculate the rarity, the probability, and then give you the amount of coins you deserve when you complete that task. Hopefully this doesn't all sound like mumbo jumbo, but let's get on to the next feature. The next feature I'd like to suggest is called Weather Forecast. Now, this is pretty self-explainable, but we really all have been there where you're trying to enjoy the valley and it starts snowing or raining and it gets all gray or misty, or let's say you want it to be foggy or misty and you don't get that timing right. So this would be either in our menu. In this menu we would have a tab that says conditions, and maybe it would tell you what time of day it is, have you changed your setting for time of day, and also have the weather. And it wouldn't let you change the weather, I don't think. But I think it would be perfect for just knowing hour by hour what the general forecast is. And it could say subject to change depending on quests or something like that. Now, if they wanted it to be more involved in game, I would suggest maybe a quest with Olaf and Elsa. You could have a quest where Olaf and Elsa are trying to stop blizzards or predict blizzards and, whatever's causing all these huge crystals, right? And then maybe you get some kind of control tower as a reward of that mission, and then you can access the control tower daily to find out what the weather is gonna be. Or it might even say, next 20 minutes the weather is gonna be this. Something like that. I think that knowing the weather would be a huge quality of life update in the game, and I seriously don't know why we don't have it already. I don't think we need it in some kind of morning announcement. I think that's kind of tedious, but the menus or a weather tower would be a great idea. Next up is the idea of having a salon venue. So this would be something small, about the size of a house or something like that. It doesn't need to be as big as Scrooge's shop, but it could be run by maybe Daisy or someone like that that hasn't been added to the game. And the salon would be somewhere that your character could go to get their nails done so they could separate nails from rings and things like that. It would also be a place that you could purchase new makeup styles with coins or with Dreamlight maybe. But you would go in there and purchase assets that you would be able to customize your character better with. I would love to have lots of different hairs to choose from in there because sometimes it does suck waiting for your hair or the hair that feels most like you since you didn't have access to it at the beginning of the game. So this would be a great place for character customization. For storytelling, you could include it in different missions like, oh, we gotta take someone to the salon. I can see a ton of possibility with this sort of thing. And let me know what you think. Nails, hair, makeup, a little salon station for makeovers and storytelling? Alright, folks, so this last one is I would like to have a customization kiosk. This would be something in between the size of the well and Buzz's truck. And it would be a little shop run by one of the classic Disney characters. I thought one of the good options would be, it could be run by the aliens. It could be run by Lilo, perhaps. It could be run by Eve and Wally. There's lots of options here, but the customization workshop would be pretty small. I think customization kiosk has a ring to it, I think. And you would come up to the kiosk. Let's say you had an iron lamp. You could go up to the kiosk and trade your iron lamp for a purple iron lamp if you had the iron lamp and a amethyst. Or if you had the unframed paths without the borders and you wanted to get the ones with the borders, you would go to the customization kiosk and they would hook you up and do the trade. And maybe it would cost a little bit more resources to get those frames on or something like that. I think that most players would love to have a feature like this, especially because once you spend your resources, they're gone. And there's no way to get them back, and a lot of other games do have alternatives. So this would be a great way to do that and also allow us to customize furniture and maybe unlock different variants. Let's say you had a bench in red and you wanted it in orange. You could pay for that and then unlock that orange swatch. I think that would be a cool way to do it. Let me know what you think about these suggestions and comment down below what you would like to have added to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Happy Update Day! Without further ado, let's get on to the puppy dog of the day. Bye, guys.